104 is on scene at the bank.
I see your position. You're taking lead, remember. I'm watching the back. I'm watching towards the back from our location. Kiloway's watching the front from our location.
Copy that.
So, it's all over to you now.
Force moving up on the bank.
Apparently I'm not going to work today. So.
What's the situation for everyone else?
Currently on top of the hill, going to be moving to get bed position. There's currently a Huron. Moving over, probably giving a watch.
What the fuck have they afforded a Huron already?
He's 311 that heli, tell him to wave off. Or he's gonna be engaged.
They're leaving anyway. Be advised, we don't really have anything to disable a Huron anyway. It's taken off into the distance. I don't think it's personally involved.
Did he say we're moving up to the bank?
I can see the back of the bank now.
Oh.
He's right by the fence.
I thought he was just going to go and walk in.
No, he's right by the fence at the back.
Is the back vent open? Striker.
Say that again.
The back vent, is it open?
Negative.
Right, so they've approached through the front door. We can also see the vault box at the front. The electric box isn't open, so they've not used the vault's base. So the under passage of the bank itself, I think, is still locked.
Yeah, I think I can hear a drill too.
You got any breaching tools? Any flashes?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, I'd grab some.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff
Not
moving
too
around
many
inside.
though.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how bulletproof the windows are in this building.
No, I'm not sure. I'm just going to run the vehicle registration number.
Oh, yeah.
3 in position, covering the main
Have you got a
section of
plate?
the bank.
What, do you want me to get notes?
I've got it.
Right. So we've only seen one person, correct?
Yeah.
Be advised, the front lobby, if they're in the front lobby building, their windows don't go fully down. The teller office. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the teller windows don't go all the way down, so there is a bit of a shooty hole below them.
The plate doesn't come back to anybody.
Yeah, I can hear the draw.
Niall, I know it's a difficult task. Can you see the car?
Yes.
Can you see any keys that are on the floor anywhere near the car in the car park area? You believe there might have been some dropped. Obviously, you don't need to get them, but...
Not that I can see, I'm enough gilly, so hopefully they shouldn't see me in the bush.
Hey, Firm, are you, rifled?
I will be putting it away.
Be advised, we've also got the... Oh, no, you've found the roof.
There is someone keeps popping his head around. He's just by the ATM. He's in a suit with a balaclava on. There he is. He's waving. We've got an officer on the roof.
Where they fucking got all that other firearms from?
Striker, be advised, one person's pretty close to you. Don't open any hatches or anything. Keep yourself quiet. Don't move around. Obviously, when we try and move up, we can move to the front door, and you've got the opportunity to shoot down from above.
Copy.
Right, I think we move our car a bit closer. We move our car to the other side of the road by the stairs, so we've got a decent amount of cover from the
Be
front door.
advised, I have visual on one. sitting with hands behind his back. I can also hear you guys talking from my position.
Fuck's sake.
Yelled the whole time.
So have I.
How did
Fuck
you
me.
stop the attempt failed weapon on back thing when you're using a rifle back?
It's quite hard to tell.
Not sure.
Someone does keep approaching the hostage wearing a suit. What I think we do is be a bit more aggressive. Oh no, we can't really. I was gonna say what we could do is if we get someone else on the roof, they could flashbang it, rappel down, and whilst another team goes through the front door.
All they need to do is flashbang it. They just need to drop the flashbang. And what we need to do, right, we push our car up to the entrance, right, just to the other side of the road. We don't go all the way up. We hide behind it. One of us pushes up and opens the door and tries to signal for the other person to get out. Whilst they get out, so if I do that, you hold on the door ready to shoot.
Right.
So you tell them to creep out.
Moving
so
off the
you can
roof.
shoot from above.
Just wait, stay on the roof a minute.
If Striker's got flashbangs, obviously he can flash down.
I bet he doesn't. Have you got any flashbangs up on the roof? Hello? Have you got any flashbangs?
Negative.
Fuck.
You want me to head back and get some real quick?
No, negative.
Right, I want you to. You're gonna do the close up then because you'll have the flashbangs.
Right. So what do you want me to do?
I will hang on the. So basically, we're gonna move the car up closer.
Mhm.
You're gonna push up to the right side of the door, get it open, and try and get him to come out. The guy that's on the ground, right? I will obviously look from pretty much in the same position you are on the car, waiting for the other guy to push. If he pushes, obviously I'll engage
Has
him.
any negotiations start?
But as soon as I open that door, he could shoot him.
Negative.
Yeah, well, they've not obviously displayed any.
Be advised, one suspect
Right,
is
so you're
looking
gonna
up
push Did you have smokes?
Yep.
the light.
Well, I've got gas.
Smoke?
Skylight. So let's keep an eye on it, Striker.
Well, if you
Where
can
you
get
are.
to him, you can gas the corridor. We need to try it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Let them know what we're gonna do whilst I just get this.
Alright, be advised, Killaway and I are going to push up a little bit closer to the door with the vehicle. One of us is going to try and open the door whilst the other person keeps cover on the door. We're going to try and get the person to move out from the
There is
centre
two now.
of the lobby.
There's definitely two and a hostage.
Is the glass penetrable by bullets?
I don't believe so.
There is also two hostage takers and one hostage that we've seen so far.
I have eyes on the hostage.
Killaway, where do you guys want me to move up? I got my sniper rifle out.
They appear to be constantly looking up. Wondering why.
One's got a Lee Enfield.
There's no real good sniper positions, to be honest. Probably the best
Sorry.
spot is where I am.
Alright.
I'm coming up on you now.
There's no way I'm going to get to that door.
Push up to the door and flash it.
Do you want me to go to the door?
If you can open the door. No, we move the car up for cover.
I
Right?
have a good
If
eye
you
on
can get a flash that
Striker,
bounces off
the
open
hostage,
the door,
the suspect
and
in
get
the
a
back
flash
of
that
the
bounces off the
Dodge
corner
Challenger.
and goes
Right.
into that hallway.
Somebody respond to that.
Right, let's move up. Just respond to it. Me and Ronnie are going to move up in our vehicle. Might not be wise. Can you hear me?
The funny thing is, they haven't. But you push up, I'm going to stay here and I'll Move up to your
I
vehicle.
couldn't hear shit then.
Move with your vehicle. I'm gonna move up.
They haven't asked for the negotiator once until then.
10-10, few minutes.
Okay, now you pick your moments. I'm going back.
Be advised they're claiming that they've asked for a negotiator, but they haven't done it the first time they've done it.
I'm going to move up to the door now.
They know you're on the roof if you heard that.
You need to move the car closer. You need to move the car to the other side of the road.
They are threatening to put something into his head.
I guess I don't value your life too much.
Go on outside, touch stomach.
You better give these guys what they want.
We need to get someone in there to talk to them.
Get out of here.
Get off the fucking roof now!
They've only asked for a negotiator once. They've never specified what their names are, how in any way we're going to be able to communicate with them.
How's just gonna get it in his head?
They still think I'm on the roof.
We know you're on the roof.
I'm on the roof.
Yeah, I'm on the roof. That's right. You're gonna get me killed. Alright, why aren't the cops trying to help me, man? Why am I on the ground? Why aren't the cops trying to help me?
Killaway, don't respond anymore. You can be, they might hear you.
Are you gonna come fucking talk to her or what?
Or what?
I guess that's you, Killaway.
Yo, I should call up the cops.
I guess that's you. They need a negotiator, Killaway. Just, if you can handle it.
Your fucking communication device is now a back pocket.
Yeah, I just weren't speaking in case they heard me, but I was just sitting right by the door waiting for an opportunity, so I didn't really want to start speaking because they don't know that I was there.
Alright, I got eyes on the whole inside of the bank now.
If we could get someone up to the door that could start talking to him,
We don't even want to hurt you.
you know, there's a good chance we could get that door open.
Because they don't even want to negotiate.
The thing is, they're saying we don't want to negotiate. We do. We're just trying to put a plan into place. Right, well, I guess if no one wants to do it, I'll do it.
If you're able to stand near the challenger, I'll have eyes on you.
Right, I'm walking up to the door then.
Greetings, we are anonymous.
Shit. He looks like me.
What is it you're demanding?
It's about fucking time, isn't it? First thing, I want the off the roof and in front of this building.
Is there any officer on the roof at the minute?
Negative.
We don't have an officer on the roof at the minute.
So where the fuck is he? Where is he? Where he's getting eyes on one? You know, we've heard him talking, saying he's got eyes on the hostage. We're not fucking stupid.
I believe he was on the roof. He's down now.
Right. Well, demands are, we're going to come out. We're going to, all three of us going to get, we're going to get in the, well, two of us going to get in that vehicle. Okay? And we're going to drive off.
Okay.
Someone that behind the bench.
Actually, we're going to borrow your vehicle.
On the who? No,
The back bench, great.
So yeah, we're going to drive off. There is a third person involved in this. Who does have eyes.
Not sure, I'm over here by the dumpsters. We got eyes on both suspects and the hostage. And Kilowatt.
You do not move in until we are clear and we tell you
That's
to
clear.
move in. Do you understand?
Back on the fucking roof.
Okay. Is there anybody on the roof?
Yes.
If there's someone on the roof, get down now.
I can hear him right now.
I'm not on the roof.
Right, I can assure you there's nobody on the roof.
Honest.
There is no one on the roof at all I can see from here. It's not worth the risk anyway, there's no one on the roof.
Yeah, there's nobody on the roof, I can assure you of that.
Sir, can you tell this officer that you're okay? Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking there, officer.
Well,
I'm just a truck driver. I get picked up, going in the front of the lobby, handcuffed.
Must be at least 3 suspects in there. One must be driven. The other 2 are looking out.
In fact, we're not driving out here. Okay, I'm gonna order us a taxi now.
Where are we going?
You're staying here, but you've got a sniper rifle pointing at your head, so yeah. If these cops move in too early, you're a dead man.
Your buddy's not gonna shoot me, is he, back there?
No, we've got somebody else who's watching you.
That's what I meant.
And these guys, and no, you.
One of our cars is on its way too. We'll be with you.
As long as these
Someone
guys,
call a taxi. All right,
as long
buddy,
as
where
these
do you need
guys
to
here
get to?
listen to what we say, then nothing will come, no harm will come of you.
Okay, so listen. Apparently, I just heard them talking. Apparently, there's a sniper with the gun pointed from a long distance at the hostage's head. The 2 of them are planning on staying out, and the hostage is planning on staying here.
What we're doing is wait for a taxi to arrive.
There's not very many sniper positions that could even see from that door.
Exactly. I think they're.
Yep, I
I
understand.
think they're full of it, and I can't seem to get my whisper. I can't see if I'm whispering or yelling, so that's why I'm not talking. But I mean, at that back door, I have clear shot on all 3 of them. I can engage them. I can engage them. Like, I get one of our snipers out there to take one, and I take the other. Like, I know that's the last resort, but I'm just letting you know that if you give the call when I'm at that back door, where they keep saying I'm at the roof, it's over for them.
Go and test doing the scopes.
Tell me where you're at and I'll maneuver my way over there.
There's a good chance that there's 2 of them at the main door, which I can see, and then there's one
It's Killaway.
in the hallway.
What's your name?
Unless he's in that
Mr.
back
X.
side, like I said, I'm over here by the dumpsters on the other side of the parking lot in the back, and I can see all the way through to that back door, and I don't see anything. So unless he's at that
Yolanda?
back corner.
I feel like I've Shalonda.
My parents wanted
No,
a black
I'm
baby.
I'm pretty sure there's only 2 suspects.
I can see the guy on the right.
She's forced to wear it so she looks black.
My parents used to always pick on me.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Tell that fucking cop to get away from the front of the fucking car, or I'm gonna blast his fucking head off.
Whoa.
Makes another request and he goes.
We do have a taxi coming in, just to let you know.
He points his gun at me again, Killaway, I'm taking him out.
So far. Keep an eye on them.
So be prepared on that.
Finally get some money for my fucking breast augmentation. Hell
Don't
yeah!
forget to tell your sniper buddy not to shoot me when you guys get to wherever you're going. I don't want to be shot.
Hey, back up, officer.
Don't be screwing your sniper buddy over, because
You stand up.
They're moving out.
Stand up right
Yep,
now.
they're getting the taxi.
Stand up. Come on, you're going in a taxi with us.
Are we letting them go?
You could take the one out. You could take the one out.
You've got an option to tase the one close.
I got one getting the vehicle.
I got one taken at the helicopter. Tell me when.
If you tase him, this hostage dies.
No, no, come on.
To the one at the chopper, yes or no?
Come on, go out.
Hold.
Go. Go. Go to the heli.
You taking him? No. You can't take him with you. You can't take him with you.
Okay, you ready?
Peter, you're gonna have to take the shot.
Wait.
Ellie.
you can't take me.
Listen,
I'm ready.
you can't take him with you.
Which is a good idea. I'd rather stay here.
One's moving back into the building.
He's just gonna protect where we get to the heli. So come on. He's not coming over.
That body's on the one next to
Sure,
the
you're
risk
not coming over. Come on.
That body's on too.
User in your channel timed out.
Are we good?
I've got the one by the helicopter.
I don't know.
Permission to take out.
No. We'll stay here.
Next to the suspect, the hostage.
One on helicopter's covered.
Wait till they're on the helicopter, both of them.
Right, start walking back with me.
They won't do it until the helicopter is about to go off. Permission to take out.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
No. Get back. Get down.
Two suspects down.
Get the suspect into safety.
Move up.
104 moving up.
Yeah, move up, secure him.
I can't believe I survived that whole thing.
Just keep yourself still for us.
Roger.
Right, are you able to move at all?
The 271 said
I'm
the
good.
04 two suspects scared.
You want to just see me? I'm in your right hand side. You want to just quick follow me? Just try and
Roger.
stand up for us. Okay, just come over here.
This guy's nailed me up by the airport, main airport, man.
Just keep yourself over here with me.
All units, be advised. Can we get two vehicles rolling in here so we can move bags and victims, please?
Right, be advised, I want everyone to circulate, see if we can spot anyone else that might be involved.
CLPD, receiving.
104, gonna clear the bank.
333 en route to grab my vehicle to move bags.
EMT, go ahead.
Just have reports of 2 death calls. Got the situation, sit rep.
Stand by, I'll let you know as soon as we're secured.
10-4 received.
They got me up by the airport.
Who made the decision to shoot as well then?
I believe it was Striker.
Yeah, it was probably
User
me
joined
once I
your
got on the
channel.
helicopter.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have done. I mean, I couldn't speak at the time because I didn't want to let them know what was going to happen. But I kind of feel like we didn't really have any grounds to shoot them. They didn't shoot or anything.
They have guns. They pointed towards us many times. They're robbing the bank. They have a hostage, threatening with the hostage. It's a bank robbery.
I
And they
kind
were
of.
about to jump in a helicopter and they were about to get in a helicopter and get away.
Well,
User joined your
yeah.
channel.
The thing is, we never take an aggressive approach, and I think when we take an aggressive approach and come out on top, you know, nobody likes it. That's kind of how I feel, but I'm not too sure whether we should have done
Hold.
that.
Let's hold that discussion till after, sort that out after, let's deal with what's happened now and keep it going.
I've only had these handcuffs on for like
Bank is clear.
20 hours.
Hold on for us. What I'll do is obviously, as soon as it's safe, we'll get you into one of our cars.
10-2,
we'll take you
get
back
yourself
to
down to the
we'll
bank
make sure
ASAP.
you're, sorted as fast as we can. It's safe, everything like that.
Yeah, I'll give you a statement. Is that what you need?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying as soon as we
They're still saying that's a training exercise, boys.
That's the most important thing for us. We'll personally take you back.
That's incorrect, right?
I appreciate that.
They're saying it's a training exercise.
You know, I couldn't believe it.
What, unconscious people are talking?
Clear comms, clear
I had
comms.
some money that I was running stock with, and they didn't even take that.
I know. If you could just hang as close to the wall as possible. This fellow officer here is Commander Killaway. If you could just discuss with him for a second, I'll be right back.
My vagina's bleeding.
Alright, so what's up? We need to get out of these cuffs first.
BD to EMT. Situation looks clear here where we are.
I was
at City Bank.
Picked up my flatbed.
Temple received en route ETA. 30 seconds.
And I was just running down by the fire station just next to it, and I was getting ready. I just pulled in, and these guys pulled in.
All units be advised, EMT is about to pull in.
Right behind me, and they just jumped out with rifles and said, "Get out of the truck." And they handcuffed me, and they brought me here. And then they broke into like a bunch of rooms, and then an alarm sounded, and you guys came, and that's everything else you guys know.
We have an EMT on the way.
Okay.
Right, so you have no names or...
I'm Weasel, by the way.
No.
Sorry,
I didn't hear him say
Did you ever
any
hear
names,
anything about a third person? Or was it always just them, apart from them claiming that there was a sniper?
Well, first I heard of it was when you guys heard it.
Right, okay. Well, we don't believe there's a third person at all.
Like a man.
But no, the only people that I saw were the guys that picked me up in that yellow car, who were the two guys that are in the bank with me.
Hold for a second. What we're gonna do is Killaway.
I presume you moved them.
I want you to just, if you could go with the commander here, if you could go in his vehicle, he's gonna take you back to PD, talk to you there. It's obviously warmer. We can get you a drink, some food if you need. We can sort it out there, and we'll get you out of here right now. So it's just a bit more relaxing for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot.
I understand.
I had to go
you want to sort him out now, Killaway?
Yeah.
We'll clean up
Sir, hold on.
So that's their vehicle, is it?
Right, Killaway's moving out.
They pulled up behind me, and they jumped out, and they brought me here with it. This is the car they were driving.
Right. Yeah, we'll just come with me then. Can we get a search of the vehicle as well? I do believe that's their vehicle outside the bank. Well, at the side of the bank.
Yeah, you get yourself back to PD, sort that guy out, I'll sort everything out here.
Hospital run on suspects, I'll be following.
Can one other person go with him, whoever's in the green cap?
Real down and out.
Not in his vehicle. No, not in his vehicle.
Somebody tamed that suspect,
hold
by
up a
the
second,
way.
hold up, EMT.
Appreciate you guys coming.
Anyone detained that suspect? Or?
Yeah, no problem. We're a bit out of practice really when it comes to bank robberies, as you probably
I thought
saw.
they were gonna shoot me, man. They got all wound up and no one would talk to them.
Yeah.
I had to talk them out of it.
Alright, 368's arrived.
Hey, there we go.
At least you're all good
so
now, and
can we try and make sure they're in separate vehicles and try and keep them distanced from each other when we take them back to PD?
Did they take anything from you, or not?
We don't want either of them hearing what the other person has to say and stuff like that, okay?
Is that, like I said, I was running the stock.
140, copy.
I don't know, close to 50 grand on me because I was going to go buy some
be advised, these boxes are quite heavy, so I might have to drop my own and walk back.
They even were, those are the nicest
How many vehicles do we have on scene? Is it at the bank, and where are they located?
They even made sure that my truck was locked before they left.
There's 3 just slightly down the road in a parking lot.
Yeah, I've never had...
Other than that, I think there's only ones here.
Can I have an additional unit, please, over to the hospital? Thank you.
I'm on my way over to the
my
hospital.
handcuffs do not like to walk.
I mean, I don't know if, like, any kind of leniency would be for that, but...
What you're asking us?
I mean, they were cool. I mean, didn't really hurt me bad. They just used me as an object, I guess.
Yeah. Well, rather than take you in the proper interview rooms where they're going to be
code
very
4 on
shortly,
that.
I'll take you over here into this box.
Right, I'll bring one of the suspects back to PD.
10-4, who have you got? Who are you transporting?
Be advised, I'm gonna need a different unit here. For some reason, I cannot load somebody in my vehicle.
I'm just going off comms.
Hey, firm. Right, so we got.
Right, it's a bit of a nightmare. They're all talking over each other. So, do you would you like a drink or anything to eat or anything?
Well, yeah, actually, I could use a little something to drink and eat. I've been stuck for a while. Appreciate it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right, so you've got no names. We know that that's their vehicle. Is there any
there
other?
was 2 of them.
Yeah.
They didn't say any names to each other.
The shackles were there for kinky reasons.
They talked to each other a lot, but they didn't say any names at all. And I know for sure that that was that was the car that they were driving, the vehicle.
Alright, with room sir 1 or 2.
Right. Is there any other information you could think of that might be helpful? I mean, obviously we've got them arrested anyway, but just might help the case a little bit.
Not that I can think of. I'm just trying to think and play the whole thing back in my head.
Yeah, I understand it's probably a traumatic experience, but yeah, you said they were pretty nice to you, so I suppose it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, like I said, I've never read or seen anything like it before, man. They were like the nicest bank robbers ever. Be ashamed to put him in jail, I guess, except for the fact that they probably stole money.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of down to the officers that are making the arrest. They'll decide what to do with them, see what sort of evidence we've got, and what charges they'll be dealt with.
Well, if you're treating the hostages weighs in any way with charges, you should let them know that they were like probably as nice as could be to me.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that into consideration. I will let the arresting officers know that you was treated well and things, so we'll go a little bit easy on them for that.
I mean, they didn't take anything of mine, so their only crime is probably on the scene there.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, well, is there anywhere you need to
my
be?
name's Weasel, by the way, too, if you need to put that on the documents.
Depends where the whistle's been.
Oh yeah, okay, right. Well, it will be going in the crime report.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, if there's nothing else then, do you actually need to get back to your vehicle, or can you manage yourself, or what? Do you need any money
I
for
could
it?
probably call a taxi up, and they could probably run me up there. It's not too far away.
Right. Have you got cash for a taxi?
Yeah, I do. Actually, like I said, they didn't rip me off, so I do still have my money on me.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll just check that they're not around, and then you're good to go. Yeah. You can come out. And as you see, we're very secure here at PD. We always leave the. What the fuck? Where did my clothes go?
What the? Hey, man.
What?
That's not what it looks like, okay? He brought me in there and he came out.
Give me a second, Striker. Give me like 2 minutes, okay?
Nakeder than a jaybird.
Yeah, be right back.
My claws just literally fell off.
No, don't get away from me.
As if you haven't been enough for enough.
Yeah, let me out of here. Thank you very much. You can close the door behind me.
Yeah, I'll just let you know this isn't a regular thing.
Yeah, I bet it's not. Hey, officer, look at this dude, man, over here. Come here. Forget it.
Right, well, you take care.
Yeah, I appreciate all the help, man.
Feel a bit awkward now.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Right, man. So go get some clothes on.
See you later.
Yeah, you have a good one, man.
User left your channel.
My fucking claws disappeared.
Is this actually a training exercise?
No.
It's not a training
Not
exercise.
as far as I know.
Mr. Pickman, is this actually a training exercise?
So no, I'll answer that.
Alright, I was
User
told
left
by
your
Mr.
channel.
Snow to get rid of the Moonies. I just need to actually see what the fuck I picked up.
Ready to check.
10-2. Did anyone actually search the bank?
Yeah, we just did.
10-4. So I've searched the bank. Due to external reasons, I'll explain it to you later. There were keys, but I've got rid of them, so we're ignoring those. Didn't see anything else. The bank vault was opened. Certain boxes were opened as well. Nothing, I believe, was taken. Didn't find anything else in there of extreme situation. I can't think of words.
Mr. X,
Anything you need to know exactly. Zach, I need a lift.
No.
I thought you said you were getting the bag, man.
Yeah.
The hostage just asked if we could be a bit lenient on him because they was the nicest robbers he's ever met and they treat him really well.
So is this actually a
I do.
What?
Or because
It's not a training exercise, no.
This isn't a okay.
No.
Can I get Mr. Snow's bag from any of these? Or Mr. X's bag, as he is currently being called by himself. Also, from Kilroy's knowledge, this isn't a training, but I know, Peter, they spoke to you earlier about it being one. Could we get some clarification on that?
Sorry, say that again, Noel.
Is this a training, as in, you know, we don't charge them for anything because it's a training, or do we actually continue as...
Okay, right. In regards to it being a training exercise, I can't confirm or deny. They asked about it, I told them no. I told them to not do it because, well, we'd obviously heard it. So, in regards to us, let's keep doing it to full process until the moment we put them in the jail cell. Interview them, get them their plea, give them their charges, do the whole thing. If they still want to question it and stuff, I'll talk to them separately, quietly, okay?
You could have just said yes. That's understood.
I know, I just want everyone to understand that.
So it is a training exercise.
I don't know, that's the thing. I don't think... I told them no, so under my opinion, no.
This whole thing
okay, that's
well,
probably
not
just...
if he told them no, then it's not.
Well...
Could you just...
Why is he making it sound
sorry,
like it is?
Right, yeah, if someone else loads a bag, it's one person per vehicle.
If he told them
and
no,
if someone
then
else loads
it's
it,
not
it's
a training
fine.
exercise.
Am
I'll
I?
be back in a sec.
Second.
I just have clarification on Kilroy. He said that you said no, so it's not actually training exercise, so yeah, I will continue with it. In that case, I did take screenshots of everything inside the 2 bags.
His radio is off right now, but I'll relay.
But do we have Mr. Snow's bag? because I'd like to get this with you. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll gather list of charges for Mr. Snow.
Radio check again. We're about to move away, last two officers. Bank vault is reset. We're just going to check the vehicle that that was at the bank, the orange vehicle, for a bomb. Unlock it, bring it to impound.
was scary,
Bank
like,
grinders and
I was like, what the hell's going on?
drills illegal items if they're used in a bank robbery?
If they're using a bank robbery, yes, that's the only time.
Are you here, by the way?
Alright, I'm gonna search for it.
The thing with things like angle grinders is think of what their use is, and then think of what could make them illegal. That's the kind of rule. So they could obviously be used for DIY, but yeah, if they're using a bank robbery, that makes them illegal. But it's more the process that they're used for, so obviously breaking into the vault.
Jesus Christ, I fell off my seat.
Just for clarification on the bank money theft, and also just one other thing. The two of them are pretty much right next to each other in terms of interview rooms. So.
Kill away.
The bank money theft in a calculator. Do I actually put the exact amount that I caught on them into that, or is that just the one? You know, how does that go in terms of money?
Sorry, I misheard that. I was typing out. Repeat that again.
You know, when it's like they get fined for like every 50k, or they get jail time for every 50k of money.
Yep.
How does that work with the calculator?
However much they stole, so in instances of 50k, that's one thing. So if it says 75k, just stick it to 1.
So that's like 1 times bank money theft.
Yeah, how much did they steal?
650,000 was caught on Jordy, and then 10k or 14k was on Mr. Taps, so about 650.
The problem is, unfortunately, we can't pinpoint whether they had that money before or after.
But isn't it when they are caught with it, that's all the money that's on them is counted towards jail time?
You bring up a very good point, and you've completely confused me. Killaway, do you know anything?
I mean, the fact is, they actually it's 1.65 million because there's one credit card on his bag, so it's actually 1.65 million he had. And if it wasn't the case, Pickering, then there wouldn't be a need for that charge.
Sorry, Zach was talking to me. You were saying there's no need for a charge.
But so basically you're saying that for the bank robbery theft, the bank money theft, 1 times is for every 50k that's cut on them.
Yes, correct, as far as I know.
10-4. Okay. I'll get a list of charges, read them out to you, and see if, you know, it's,
Get better keys.
it's good.
It's Killaway, I believe, who's leading the investigation. I was just going to request permission to go in the middle slot.
Okay, so Ronnie, you said up until the point of incarceration?
We don't know anything about it being a training exercise as they quote for it, so you just continue on as you need to. Process it as a full bank robbery.
This gentleman goes into jail for an hour and 45 minutes.
So have you got to the point of incarceration?
Not transmitting.
Sorry, that might have been me. Have you got it to the point of incarceration?
Is the bank vault CLPD restricted zone?
Yes. No. Yes, sorry. So the bank is a CLPD restricted zone, however I don't think it's really a warranted charge for it. It's a bit over the top. Bank robbery is obviously a fair charge, but I don't think it's needed.
Well, the last time I checked, people got in trouble for not putting charges where they should be charges. I mean, I currently have one bank robbery, bank vault theft highlighted. That was quick. Was that to put White up in jail? Did they shoot any of us?
No.
Sorry, say that again, Noel.
Did they shoot any of us?
No. They pointed a gun at me multiple times, one of them, and then that was kind of the reason of the aggression.
I'm very potato at math. 1.65 million. How many times would that be that 50k would go into that? Sorry, I'll do that again.
User joined your channel.
1.6 million?
Well, yes, Mr. Snow had one credit card on him plus 650k, or 660-ish k on him.
Well, 16 sets of 50k is 32. That's what you're saying. So it'd be 32 times whatever that charge is.
So it's 32. That 32 times 50 is 1.65.
However, please get someone else to clarify that, maybe Killaway, because this is possibly, in my whole time of being officer, that's the first time I've ever answered that. I do not know.
If any of the officer can chime in, I could always go into 1010.
I'm back.
Anyway, is it 50k? Is it 50k is 1 times bank vault?
I was typing and didn't hear
Is
what you
it?
said. What was it, a calculation or something you had it?
Every 50k, they get fined. They get jail time.
Oh yeah.
That they steal. So is it 50k for bank vault theft?
I don't know. Whatever it says on the calculator.
Yeah, but it says bank vault theft, bank money theft, or ATM theft. So I'm guessing it's bank.
Well,
vault.
last I heard, Ronnie said they didn't take anything.
They did. They took 1.65 million.
Did they?
Yes, he had one credit card on him and 650k.
Holy shit. No wonder they wanted to get away.
I'm going to tell you what the time is if I put 31 times bank vault theft. Okay, he is looking at 5 hours, 13 minutes, 12 seconds, guilty. 7 hours, 15 minutes, guilty.
Wow.
Okay, so that's 1 times bank robbery. Actually, I think I might have got it wrong because, yeah, no, sorry, bank vault theft is illegal. So I'm going to put that as bank money theft. 1 minute. Okay, so after recorrecting it,
User joined your channel.
yeah, 4 hours, 57 minutes, guilty. 6 hours, 52.
Fucking hell.
Okay, so I just did a calculation. Here's a list of charges. 31 times bank money theft, and that says 3 minutes flat rate for every 50k found in your person. 1 times bank robbery, 1 times drug possession because he had 28 magic mushrooms on him, 1 times hostage taking, 13 times illegal items, and 28 times illegal item per plant seed with a guilty time of 4 hours 57 minutes with no fines, and then not guilty is 6 hours 52 minutes and 30 seconds.
From my knowledge, that sounds perfect, 100%.
Therefore, gonna go in and give him the charges. 10-10. Also, everyone's leaving doors open. This is an absolute disgrace. Please close them. Thank you.
Next person that leaves an external door open and we can pinpoint, you fine 50k.
It wasn't external. It was internal.
We'll go with internal as well.
Yes, Mr. Gilly.
I just want to say so. Huh? Second?
I said yes, Mr. Gilly.
Yes. Just saying. You know, you've been cooperative with the car or whatever, so the time I will speak to my commanding officers, whatever, to see if I can actually give you more than 1 hour off, depending on, you know, if you plead guilty or whatever. So I'll read you your charges. I'll give you the times for pleading not guilty and guilty, and then, you know, you can think about it. So, it is 31 times bank money theft, 1 times bank robbery.
Whoa. 31 money theft?
Yeah, it's every 50k found in your person is a 3-minute flat rate charge. So I'll just do that again. 31 times bank money theft, 1 times bank robbery.
Right, we're just about to leave the bank here now, the last vehicle. We're going to basically convoy the vehicle over as it's unlocked, save difficulty with the repo. We're going to get it to impound and then we're sorted. So Zach's going to drop the bags off at PD now. Yeah, so Zach, if you want to drop the bags off at PD, I'll get this guy down, and then if you want to, once you've done that, just come pick us up.
I thought I heard 2 separate drug charges.
Yeah, and drug possession.
Alright, okay. And how many times drug possession was it?
1.
Alright, okay.
So the guilty is 4 hours, 57 minutes, and the not guilty is 6 hours, 52 minutes, and 30 seconds. So like I said to you, you know, you're cooperative, you didn't shoot anyone, you know, so I will speak to my superiors to see if we can give you more than 1 hour off if you do plead guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty? Okay. Sound.
This is a request to either Mr. Pickering or Mr. Killaway. Is it possible for me to give more than 1 hour time off for Mr. Snow, as he did plead guilty to all the charges that I gave him?
What we'll do is if you can put him in jail for now, as it is, tell him I will personally come and talk to them both in as soon as I can. I've got to transport this vehicle to repo and I'll be straight to them. So, you know, 5 minutes max.
10-4. I'll be bringing Mr. X, aka Mr. Snow, to main jail.
Feel free to keep him at main HQ. I wouldn't worry about it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I know it's obviously protocol, but you know, save yourself some time.
Okay then.
Obviously, if they start being loud, be difficult or anything, then obviously, yeah, move them over.
Thank you.
No worries, I know the jail cells are better in PD.
Okay, I'll sit tight.
He said he told me to put you into the jail cell.
Oh, okay.
And I'll take the time off then.
No worries.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Watching the tide
go away.
The last time I checked, wait, was that the EMT singing?
No. Yeah, it's EMT is in your freaking.
I know that. I think he wants to become one of us. I said,
No,
"Do me a
no,
favor
we-
and your handies on your head." Thank you.
There you go, sir.
Is any officer available to meet me at Repo for a pickup?
Make sure you don't break any of these gentlemen's rights.
After I drop this off, I'll pick you up.
Pepperoni.
5 minutes.
Oh, right,
Actually, I need you to take one of my bags out anyway, so I might as well just go with you guys.
I've already tried to fix it, it didn't work.
That's a good point.
It doesn't until you actually get released and stuff. Boot school.
Storage system.
You just took a wrong turning.
No, I didn't. We're going to Repo, bud.
Fine. Told him the sign.
So you are.
Have a good day now.
You too, sir.
No, Jordy, I took the money.
This is 323 101. Can I speak to you for a minute?
Who, if you ask for me, I'll 10-10 for just a sec.
I don't know. I'm seeing everything gets to go away. Thanks.
Fucking 3 hours, 55 minutes. 31 times money back. Because of fucking misclicks.
I think that he's gonna try to get them off all the charges because it's apparently a like he said no, that it wasn't gonna go ahead, but I just keep an eye on it.
I fucking hate shit like this.
No, but
I mean,
you
it's
did not sign off on it. You're the commander. He's under my
No,
view
no,
if
no.
He actually goes ahead. And...
the thing is, like it's good to get civs involved in shit, you know, and surprise everybody as a training. Yeah, it does.
Sorry, 10-8.
We all knew it was going to happen, and then he said he called it off, but they did it anyway. So they should be in jail for the time that they have.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate shit that's staged and set up. I really do.
I think I'd like if you could speak to Pickering before he goes into them and actually get their shit sorted out. If he is going to not give them any time, you know, fine.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They must have had some sort of agreement. I don't know.
They did, but then he said no. He said that
Yeah.
isn't the training. But then he's like so conspicuous when I'm asking him on radio. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, so this ghillie really did come in handy, by the way.
Killaway, you were messaging me, were you?
Wait, you only got
What?
On Facebook?
No.
Okay, because I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, message. I'm like, you talking to me?
Striker, you need to put the crime reporter in jail.
Just to let you know as well, my GoPro is still live, so.
Well, yeah, you know, it's a perfectly reasonable situation we're having. You know, if Mr. Pickering said it was...
No, I'm not on about that. I'm on about him.
What about him?
About me? What about me?
I'm just letting you know in case you didn't know that my GoPro's live.
Being a specialist snowflake.
Oh, you mean because I'm usually the one that opens my mouth?
Which is good.
Well, no, I'll just let anybody know.
No, that's what you meant.
I'll be there shortly, Zach. I kind of hit the traffic light.
I was wondering where you you when.
What were we saying about I need to what in jail?
I kind of drove straight into it.
Who? Huh?
You just pointed at me and said you need to something in jail.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm Irish, okay? Leave me alone. I'm gonna use that excuse because most people accept it.
Is Killoy back on comshare?
Yeah.
When we're done, if we can try and just get everyone at PD, we can have a little chat about everything. Do a little post-bank robbery meeting.
Just a question. Did anyone bring back Mr. Snow's bag to PD? And also, did they remove the illegal items, including the credit card?
Both bags are with Zach, who is currently at Repo Lot. We're going to be back in no more than 2 minutes' time, and we're going to sort it all out.
Damn.
That is if I get this vehicle to the Repo Lot in one piece.
The witnesses, are they only suspects I should put in for the crime report? Or do I have to put everyone?
Yeah, but just put him in it. Weasel. It was a bit sloppy, that bank robbery, but, you know, it's been a long time.
Even what Mr. Snow said, he said, well, we were speaking to Kidaway, and then, because I told, because he asked who gave the order, and I said Striker. I was like, what about rank does he have? Senior officer. I was like, well, why is he taking the command?
Yeah.
Like, put it this way, if they got into the taxi, they were gone.
Oh, yeah.
There's no other way we could have gotten them out of the taxi.
No, but the thing is, like, if we're going off the SOP, you never let them get away with everything. So they can either leave the hostage, take the money, or well, die. I mean, like, as in they can't take the hostage and the money. We can't let them do that.
Yeah, so
but
that's what we did. We didn't let them do that. We saved the hostage's life.
Yeah, it could have been done better. It could have been. There's a few opportunities. I had my hand on my taser. Because
this is like the second time.
You're breaking up like fuck.
Basically, we're not familiar with bank robbery.
No, yeah.
Didn't do training for bank robbery, so it's kind of a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, and this is if it is set up, kind of is a good thing in a way, but it's still shit that it was set up. But you know, it's like I don't know.
If it was a setup, then if it was a staged thing, then all that happens is they should, higher up should know, not just one person, and everything that they got is taken away, which is exactly what has happened.
Yeah, but it's good for me as well to get the surprise. Like I didn't know anything about it if it was set up. So
They yelled that through the fucking walls about this. I heard it, and Striker heard it, and then I told everyone else. What?
Mr. Gilly Suit was hiding all that way, I'm guessing.
Good shot, good shot.
the best time I think we should have done something was when one was at the heli and one was stood in front of the bank doors on his own. But the problem is, people were saying, oh, let me know when to take the shot, let me know. I can't just say, oh yeah, take the shot, and then they're going to know. So I had to just keep my mouth shut. Look, there was so much chattering going on in the radio in my ear whilst trying to talk to them. It was so difficult. And I didn't even know that you were going to shoot. I just heard someone say, do it, or whatever. Everybody started shooting. I was like, fuck, like, I didn't want to get hit, so I was ducking down.
Disregard all shots at Repo Lot. We're disposing of a vehicle.
Yeah, it was a bit fucking crazy, really. But I think the best point would have been when they were separated. The sniper could have took the guy in the chopper out, and someone could have easily cleaned him out.
Who's the suspect? Oh, sorry, who's the hostage?
Weasel.
That's what we did though. Is when the one guy got on the other side of the helicopter, and then the other one came to the left side, and they both went to board. That's what we did. That's what we.
Yeah, the only issue was with it is that me and the hostage was between. We was in the middle of the fire, you know. He could have easily just shot.
No, you guys were already back at the bar by the time they both started boarding. Because I heard you say, "Okay, come this way," and then I turned and looked to the left and saw you guys almost at the parking lot.
Oh, so
and
you didn't
that's
shoot from behind me?
No, no,
Oh, right,
no,
well.
hell no.
Right, I
No,
thought.
he was.
So did you shoot from the side of to the right hand side of me then?
Where the grading is, because as soon as the one suspect came out, I backed it off. I was like, "No, man, it's cool. I'm backing up. And I backed all the way. And then when he ran back to the bank, that's when I went around and hid right around the corner of the bank.
Ah,
so
right.
I was shooting from the corner of the bank.
Right, I thought fire were coming from behind me and the thingy, me and the
No.
hostage. That's why I was like, shit, we're stood right in the crossfire here.
No, that's why me and Niles set up where we were, is because
Right.
it was only me and him, and the fire was directly towards the helicopter.
They apparently didn't see me because I was to the right. If you're looking towards the stadium area, I was to the left on the floor wearing this thing. So there's no
Well,
way that they could have
exactly.
seen me. So
And then-
I could see them all happening, and then I could see Stryker.
Exactly,
And they literally ran up to Stryker. I'm surprised they didn't shoot him.
Yeah, and then that's when I went behind the corner of the building because I knew where Niles was sitting, and I knew no matter what, he had a clear shot on the right side of the helicopter, so I just lined myself up to the left because I knew you'd be coming through the front of the bank, and that's exactly what happened. Is they brought you out and the hostage through the front, then you started to take the hostage back, and that's when I told Niles, "Is it take the shot?" And we both took the shot, and that was it. It was done.
Alright.
Like honestly,
And I
it
knew,
was actually.
but on the side thing though, that's why I didn't wait for you to say kill away because I knew you were standing right with them, and if you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
take the
there,
shot,"
there were no way I could have spoke at all.
I think it was quite well executed. The only thing that was left a chance was if they had anyone.
Yeah, if there was a
Yeah,
person,
but
I
you've just got to kind of call the bluff on that.
Yeah, and we had cops all over. I didn't think there was a third person. And
We've got a
the reason
fire
why I
at
called it
Repo Lot.
is
Vehicle
because
fire.
Peter called as soon as I pulled up. He says, "You're taking lead, Striker." So I'm like, "Okay, then it's
Temple
my
received,
situation,
en route.
right?"
Yeah, I was confused about that myself. I don't know why.
ETA?
I don't know why you ended up taking control.
If it's not on a large fire, don't need a fire truck, so 2 minutes.
Them, you were kind of out of the game because you're not going to be able to say, "Okay, guys, yeah, get off, move here or move here," right?
Yeah. Well, the original plan was for me to stock up on the side of the building, get a negotiator to stand sort of at the front so they come to the door and speak, and then I can either gas or flashbang, and then we can take them out that way.
So just for clarification, Stryker was actually the lead man.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to let Jordy know because I told him that Kelly was actually the lead man. So.
You told him it was who? Where's he gone?
It was you. It told him it was you that was lead.
You that was the leading officer.
All right. Well, no, I got put out of the situation as soon as I had to negotiate.
But
PD to EMT.
Yeah, I knew that it was.
Go ahead, PD. We got an actual call at the repo as well.
You were like, "Okay, you're not."
Temple received. Nearly
Yeah.
there. 30 seconds.
That's what was a bit frustrating because I could hear everything going on, but I can't say, "Yeah, shoot now," because they'd be like, "Shit, what the fuck," and then just kill both of us. So I just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened, and I knew that you were preoccupied. And my TFAR says waiting for unique radio something server, so I can't tell if I'm whispering or yelling. So I was like on the roof and I was like yelling.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm whispering or yelling.
There is a little thing that comes up if you cycle through. There's like a little face that comes up with like a hand.
If you get this like constantly, it'd be so fucking funny.
I don't see it.
Do you not?
I don't see it.
I love radio spam.
Right, I'm just gonna go over there anyway and speak to him.
Cool.
Okay, traffic.
Too bad you can't like open these grates above like the head, and break out. You know, it'd be cool if there was like a random chance that a nail file would spawn, and then you could go up to the wall and start digging a hole.
Yeah.
Where
But
is
for that to work, the walls of the cells would have to be deleted outside.
Yeah.
There it is. Good as new.
Well, they technically do, don't
You know
they?
what else I realized too? Next time a situation like
to
this
the-
happens,
to
I'm just
the-
gonna
the
spawn
parking
out
lot.
my ETU Crown Vic because it has everything in the back.
Yeah, well, we should have had the ETU vehicles out, really. It was just a bit of a rush, weren't it?
Goes into the fenced area.
That's the problem.
That's the thing. It's hard to. It takes
but then
it takes
that
a long
makes
time for
another
everybody to
thing
go to the
to-
shop, buy it, change their shit out, blah 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 blah. Right? Like, I mean, it's I don't know. Like, next time, I'm just gonna spawn out my ETU vehicle because I know I got the stuff in the back and gone.
Yeah.
Everything 10-4 at the repo lot, boys?
It's called for.
Yeah, but I asked him if everything was okay too.
Alright.
See what I'm saying, man?
One four to 217.
What's Mohawk's number? 313?
Just say that. Just say Mohawk. Like, so if he doesn't answer you, then he's a knob.
Then he's a knob.
Peter and Mohawk, you got a copy?
AKA knob 1 and knob 2.
You still didn't put the cry pot to in jail. What are you doing, Senior Officer Striker? Not leading by example. Oh no, it's gone away.
Mr. Striker, it appears you still have a crime report set to open when it should be put to in jail.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Oh yeah, it's his own AGL and cry pot need to do. Hand. Okay.
Thanks for the heads up.
Putting more paper in.
I'm gonna go up and check what's going on with these boys.
Probably died.
Well, that's not good because we have both those gentlemen's bags with them.
Which is why they should have gone straight back to PD instead of lunking around with basically $1 million instead of back.
There's a Huron flying over the big container. It's just flying over the road right now.
I would imagine that would be Mr. Whip doing I don't know.
Yeah, don't forget as well, once they come back to PD, we're just going to have a quick meeting about the bank robbery. Then we can get back out on patrol.
Sure.
That's why I'm just hanging around here.
I'm putting in more training requests, so that's why I'm standing around. In case anyone bitches at me.
Oh shit, where did Blackbeard go?
He probably just vanished like he usually does.
You ever do the most awesomest drift in your car and there's nobody around to see it?
Yeah, it's horrible, that, isn't it?
I think it's called I don't like bragging, maybe?
That, like, literally just happened to me. I did a wicked drift around the corner with the lights going and everything, and nobody was around to see it.
Let me guess, you were thinking, Mom, get the camera, Mom!
I was thinking, God, I'm good. Be advised, I am at the rebound lot. I see a Mack truck with an orange crate and 2 police vehicles. Stand by.
Oh yeah, can I have that 100k?
Oh yeah, we were supposed to got banked for it, weren't we?
Yeah. Coming from someone who rarely actually ever goes to the bank for that money, I don't think it'd be too much of a problem. Do you have to be able to buy a helicopter to do pilot training?
Depends who's doing it. Some get you to buy it, some don't.
She advised everything is code 4 here at the Rico lot.
On ETM, they'll be coming back, really.
They're heading back right now.
What about the others?
They're coming back. They're coming back right now. Everybody's coming back.
Fun.
360 plus 1 en route to PD.
316 plus 1, copy, route to PD.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
And I'm back on comms after burning alive.
Copy, back on comms after burning alive.
Well, no, my name's Ronnie.
Copy that, Mr. Ronnie. Do you need some bond jet on that?
That's a 10-4, 10-10, Mr. 10-10, 10-10, 10-10.
To be sure, Mr. Pickering.
Actually, is that actually you, or is that your AFK buddy?
That is actually me. I have him in my,
not your answering phone.
trunk. No, I have him in my trunk. It's good. I have it in my trunk. I am here, waiting for you.
Is that the trunk of your vehicle or the trunk of your human body? Because a bit different.
Well, both. Maybe I have a copy.
I don't have a copy of your trunk. No.
That's a shame. You thought you flowed that way, Mr. Pickering. I'm sad.
But you're a minor.
Oh, am I? In the UK and in Ireland, I'm not.
Well, the island's a strange place.
It's actually a year older than you.
You're not a year older than me.
It's a year older. Legally. The legal limit is a year older.
What, in Ireland?
Yes.
17?
Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations.
To you?
No, to you, I'm not Irish.
Are you sure?
99% sure I was not born in Ireland.
Maybe you might have some heritage.
Also not. My heritage is from the same county / Australia.
User joined your channel.
That was a really boring conversation.
I know.
I was like, fuck, where's this going? I made some of a gay joke, but he just fucking ignored it.
I was like, I should go out to the south end of the island and fucking blow my brains out. It's okay, fuck. Just stand there. Don't help me repair nothing. It's all good. I got it, bud.
Mate, have you seen me? Oh, you don't even know what lazy means.
No, it's all good. It's all good, boys. I got it.
Oh,
Don't worry
it's
about
good.
it.
It's great. Hey, man. Technically, we're visually repairing it.
No, it's good. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad.
I didn't care either way. It could literally have no wheels, no engine on it, no glass, and I would be like, hey, have fun with that. I wonder who's that.
Probably AI. Oh fuck. Blackbeard logged out.
Well, the thing is, officially we don't have a 1042 code anymore. Because we have too many codes. So usually people will just, including myself.
I'm gonna start calling you Agent, I think.
Huh?
I'm gonna start calling you Agent.
Do you want to get shot? I don't care if you demote me back to a crew. The thing is, I say it sarcastically, he says it seriously.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Well, holy
Hello, everyone.
Wow.
I thought you guys went to work for the EMP.
I know.
There's one person from every nationality. Canada, Ireland, America, the North and the South. Perfect.
Yep, that's totally the whole world.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Pretty
Good
much.
selection.
Well, Killaway's pretty much from Scotland. Fucking northerners. It's just everyone. I swear we started with more people.
No, yeah, you had 5 when I joined.
Who's
you
that
did, yeah.
cunt over there?
That's Blackbeard. He's logging back in. I think.
Oh, perfect. Wasn't I supposed to talk to someone about reduced out time?
Well, the thing is, and that is my question, right? You were very kind of conspicuous. Are they actually?
I want to talk
Is this
to you
a training
about
or not?
Yeah,
Are they
that's what I
actually
wanna talk to you
serving the
about.
time? Is he actually serving the time?
That's what I want to talk to you guys about.
Because apparently you said
Hold
no
on.
afterwards.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Blackbeard to get over. Because I want to like make something clear to everyone as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ronnie knows my opinion on it anyway, so.
Is Blackbeard here, even though he's butt naked? Does someone want to just ask him over it?
He's putting on clothes, so he doesn't get raped by you.
Doesn't matter if he's naked. I like naked police officers.
Alright, he said he'd be right there.
And my window's open. I probably shouldn't say that too loud.
I'm sure you live
Killaway.
What?
My cider's like a slush puppy.
Oh, is it?
I left it in the freezer too long. Nobody gave you a megaphone, whoever that is. Who said that? Any of us?
What? No.
I take that was someone that said that. Well, I don't think Blackbeard was part of the whole operation, so we'll start with that part. I know he was a bit at the start. Anyone here... Right, let's assume that it wasn't a training exercise, okay? anyone got anything to say about how we proceeded? Any pros, cons, any ideas, anything we should have done differently?
Yeah, well, it was, in my opinion, it was, I say, 85% handled very well.
Where the fuck's he gone?
Yeah.
Boy, Zach, get the fuck back over here.
I wasn't even involved in it, bruh.
I didn't ask if you were involved.
I think it was okay. I think it was handled well. The only thing that was, which I guess is always going to be a whim, is the hostage. Or sorry, not the hostage. The possibility of a sniper. So we took that chance and took a bluff. The only thing is, the only thing is we did shoot them, and they didn't shoot at us first. However, they did point guns at us. So we were in our right to shoot them. However, I think if the only con is we didn't actually tase them. That was I think everything was handled well. We all had good positioning. It was handled a lot better than before. I would just like, I know this is a bit off, but it is on topic. Can we get some, if it's possible, for some clarification on future bank robberies for hostages with suicide vests? Because the last time that somebody actually did a bank robbery with a hostage that had a suicide vest, and we basically couldn't touch them with a 5-inch stick, otherwise they'd blow them up.
Of course.
Which kind of gave them basically a free way to get out.
Well, Commander Killaway is here, so Killaway, get on with it. Does anyone else have anything on that point that he's made?
Yes. I don't even know what happened, so no.
Yes.
You.
As per SOP, armed suspect, no shots fired. Warn the suspect lethal force may be used if they don't drop their weapon. Given that wasn't done because there was a lot of back talk, blah, blah, blah. There wasn't really time to be able to do that. If the suspect cannot be captured by less than lethal force may be authorized if the suspect refuses to drop their weapon. There's no way you could have tased them. I mean, with two of them there, one of us is going down.
So,
if the suspect aims the weapon at another person, lethal force may be authorized to prevent loss of life, which he was, because I heard Peter specifically say, if he points the weapon at me again, I'm taking the shot, and that's what told me to take the shot.
So, yeah. Has anyone else got anything to add?
Yeah, just that I think that, well, I wasn't sure whether we should have shot. The thing was, I couldn't respond at all. It's why I didn't really want to negotiate, because, I mean, I don't mind it, but I just couldn't, people saying, oh, tell me now, I'll take the shot. I can't say, oh yeah, just shoot him now, or whatever, because they would have known. So that was the only thing, and I don't know, I think, well, at first I thought that the shots were coming from behind me, so I was a bit pissed off, thinking, well, it's a bit stupid that they're shooting. Oh, did you?
I didn't, but I didn't shoot near you. I mean, so when the shots were called up, because obviously I personally gave Striker command, so Striker obviously authorized the shots. I did state that Whiteout was looking straight at me.
Yeah.
He was staring straight at me with his gun pointed to me, and I even heard him threaten that he would shoot me.
Yeah.
I resisted the urge to shoot him because the other person was behind the glass. I don't know whether the glass is bulletproof or not, so I didn't take the shot. One thing I would say is don't wait for them to be in the heli. The problem is it gives them too many reasons to argue against it.
Well, this is what
because at that point when they're in the heli, they've got things to argue about. Oh, look, we were in the heli, we'd have never been able to shot you, even though they may have. If we're gonna take the shot, we need to take it there and then before they get in the heli. Now, from a regards of us actually taking the shots and shooting them down, I know someone very cleanly took out the guy on the front, on the bench, and I know I shot the guy that was the other side of the heli, the second guy. I don't know who took him down.
It was brilliantly executed. I mean,
it was me and Niles.
It just happened right in front of me, and it did look so good.
I did shoot you from. I shot behind you, Killaway, but I never took the shot on the guy that was close to you. You know, the guy on the bench at the front.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I could have hit you.
Well, I didn't find out until after. I didn't find out till after that most of the shots came from the right hand side of me and not actually behind me. Now I thought, shit, you know, that stupid shooting between, you know, well, when me and the hostage is in the middle of the crossfire. But when I found out most of the fire came from the right, then I was like, oh, well, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
and it all did happen pretty good. The only thing
behind you, and I only shot 2 shots or so, and it was through the heli to the guy on the other side. These guys took the other shot, and what I'd say was brilliant about it and really well executed was the fact that Striker, you commanded everyone, and we were able to get everyone that had a visual to announce the fact that they had a visual.
Yeah, it was coordinated really well.
You know, we didn't take the shot until everyone had a clear shot.
But that's
because
the
the
thing,
last thing
right?
we wanted is someone taking it.
That's the thing. As soon as Killaway walked up and started negotiating, I told Killaway this already. From my perspective and the way I looked at it, as soon as Killaway walked up and started negotiating, he was out of the game. There was no way he could communicate with us. There was no way he could say, yeah, move up here, move down there. So I knew right away that Killaway was out. And then you had said I had command, so it was I knew when they were getting near the chopper, it was time to do it, because if they got in the chopper and took off, you can't really shoot down the chopper, right? So I figured that would have been the best time, because I looked left, Killaway was pulling the suspects saying, come with me, and they were close to the bar, and that's when I told Niles and Blackbeard and me, and you, I said, take the shot now, because they're both at the helicopter, and they went down, helicopter took off, and was secured and good. Anyway.
I thought that it would have gone down and might have been easier if it would have happened whilst we were stood at the front of the bank. One guy ran to the chopper, and the other one was still at the front, and the hostage was stood at the side of me. Now, if everybody had a clear shot at that point, the guy who's round at the chopper, he's out of the question. You know, we could deal with him, and the guy stood in front of me would have been dropped as well. So they would have been separated.
But the thing is, I wanted it is when they were both clear of the building, because I thought to myself, if somebody misses and he's inside the building, guess what he's going to do? He's going to run in the building, and now we're going to have a whole new situation. So as soon as they both got to the helicopter, both out in the open, then to take them out, right?
Yeah.
I think the most... Sorry, go on.
No, I agree. It was, in the end, it turned out really well. It was just that I thought that if it was going to happen, and I thought this at the time as well, that I thought, yeah, it's going to happen now when they're separated. It might have been a little bit easier and minimise the risk of a big, messy shootout.
Agreed. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Kelly.
So, I would say brilliant from everyone. I don't think anyone did anything particularly wrong. And I think everyone, including the arrest, from what I heard and radio communication, everything was brilliant. What I would say is, we know, deep down that how the taxi works, right? I don't need to say it, but we know how the taxi works.
User disconnected from your channel.
Now, the thing you've got to think of is just because it was a taxi doesn't mean...
User joined your channel.
You know, it isn't alive. It isn't a person. And the problem with engaging them when they get into the heli is you're also potentially putting the pilot at risk. And the pilot could not be doesn't necessarily mean they're involved. They could have just been doing a job. You know, you call an Uber, they come across, they don't know what you're doing. You know, you've got to be really careful on that. But what I will say is, at the end of the day, Stryker did call the shot. And things happened, and things moved on and progressed. And at the end of the day, we had to deal with things when they happened. And when they happened, we dealt with them really well. You know, and ideally, we would have dealt with them... sorry, the last thing I was going to say is, we deal with them perfectly, as they enter because there was a point when the first guy had gone to the heli and was separate, and the other guy was separate, and I had a clean shot on the guy at the front door, and someone else, I think Stryker, had a clean shot on the other guy. That would have been perfect, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen. But when it did happen and we were able to do it, by God, that was erection material.
Yeah.
It was for me, stood in front, everyone dropping in front of me, so quick as well. It was good, yeah. Go on.
And that's what I mean. We're trained with the whole thing with the heli. this is what we train for, to take those shots that, you know, if there's a couple people around, to take that shot and neutralize the suspect, not the surrounding people.
User disconnected
If
from
he
your
couldn't have
channel.
made the shot, like, granted, yeah, he could have been, the pilot could have been hit or what have you, but that's the exact reason why I didn't want to execute anything in the building, because I thought the suspect's right there, he's right beside the hostage, and the hostage was number one, right? Get him out, get him safe. So I don't know. I
User
think it
joined
went
your
really
channel.
well.
I would say is I think like after looking like I remember the last time we had the bank robbery, it was a bit of a mess because
Yeah.
Killer was I think the main person on the comms, and also he was the negotiator. I think actually having someone who
User
is
disconnected
put in
from your channel.
position to actually call
User
the main,
joined your
basically
channel.
to lead the scene and negotiator is probably the best thing, because that, like Kilroy said, if Kilroy had to say go do it, they're gonna know something's up. Now I Peter say something anyway.
You're breaking up.
Am I good?
Yeah.
No, you're breaking up.
I'm still good. I'm good now. For most.
You good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as I said, Kilroy mentioned how if he spoke to give the command, it would have gone tits up because they would have known anyway. They would have known that they're trying to stop it from happening. I think having someone, for example, like Stryker, who was put into basically command of the situation, is a lot better. Who isn't also the negotiator, because you know the negotiator is going to be
EMTs,
up
PD.
close to the suspects. You don't want them hearing.
Go ahead.
I've just had a 911 call.
Which is the way it works traditionally.
Does
anyway, so.
big yellow gas station ring any bells?
Not at all, I'm afraid. There's plenty.
I've got somebody here telling me that somebody's stealing his truck. He's been incapacitated. He can't call you for the time being, which is why I'm letting you know. And he said he was on the way to the South Factory, and he was being robbed at one of the gas stations, the big yellow one.
If any of you have bags, can you take them out? Because,
Anything in regards to PD issues, just ignore them. If they can't get through to us, by a rule, they can't get through to us. Obviously, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
We'll try and sort it out, but yeah.
You take out the bag. It's everybody has to take out the other one.
Okay, which one did you have?
You're not transmitting.
He just asked me to tell you because he couldn't.
Yeah, I
for
mean.
some reason.
Did you hear me?
I found it. Yeah, I heard you.
Sorry. Can you still hear me? The basic rule is if it's a PD issue, just leave it for us. If we can't personally receive communication from them, we basically can't. So just kind of leave it at that. Don't put yourself in the risk as an EMT. Kind of trying to benefit us.
Okay, what? Even if it's a bug?
Yeah. At the end of the day, people should kind of use it for what it is. If it, if it's not a bug, it's their phone's not working, something like that.
Somewhat serious topic. Did someone dump an ETU uniform into Jon Snow's bag?
Can you take this bag out of there, Ronnie?
Because there's an ETU uniform inside this guy's bag, which was not there when he was downed. So
What the
someone
fuck?
dumped it in.
That is so weird.
Thanks to EMT. Obviously, we'll try and deal
No,
with
no.
it, but for your benefit.
What is
just
weird,
if
right?
it's
I was in that
OPD related,
little
just,
office thing over there, right? And I was talking to the hostage. When as soon as I walked out of that building,
Yeah, I don't want you to get
my ETU uniform disappeared. Turns out it's in there. I don't know how the fuck it's got in there, but
I tried to take it out, but it won't let me. So
yeah, I was trying to wave you down, but you're talking so.
Okay, are we done with this meeting circle jerk or what?
Yeah.
The other bag is right over by the front right wheel.
Last thing I was going to say to everyone is, when a bank robbery happens, the conversation that we're having needs to stop at that point, which it kind of did, but as soon as you're preparing, people need to be prepared to take their time. Bank robberies do take time. You don't need to be on scene straight away. if you need to get yourself geared, get yourself geared. If you need to get a rifle, if you need to get ECU, so Blackbeard, I don't know whether you've had this situation before.
Nope.
You're not necessarily trained in ETU, but that doesn't mean you can't ask for it. If you have a good reason to ask for permission to use something for a certain point, then do. We had a bank robbery. We should have all had time to get into ETU gear. People that aren't trained should still have been able to get into ETU gear, and we should have all moved out in a single unit. And the very last thing is we need to communicate on that point. When we were at the bank and we were communicating, we did it really well. But the thing I think we dropped off on was beforehand. Informing us of when we're leaving PD, when we're geared up, what kind of gear we have, where we are. Because until Striker took command and we were at PD and Noah was in the ghillie suit and things like that, before that everything was silent. If that makes sense. We need people to be updating, so you know, I'm getting gear, I'm gearing up, I'm leaving PD, I'm on my way to the bank, or I'm on scene. Those kind of things we really need to be saying. So, you know, it's not a bad thing on anyone's behalf, but I think it was just a little quiet beforehand. I don't know whether anyone else felt the same. It was a bit difficult, so before I handed it over to you, Striker, I felt it was a little quiet, because Killaway and I arrived on scene and we just didn't know where anyone else was.
No, I was just about to say that, is that, yeah, I think that it is a good idea that as soon as we exit PD, you know, like 104 is en route, 104 is on scene and then at least when the other officers showing up know, like, I'm not going to go to the same place as 6 other officers are stationed, right?
Yeah, I think the other thing is, the only other thing is, did anyone tell why I gave it to Striker? And it wasn't because
I'm the man,
Striker's
baby.
second in command or anything. The main reason is, well, I know that Striker's trained in certain things, but really the main reason I gave Striker command is because we were already on scene, and because we didn't know where everyone was, Striker had arrived on scene at a second point, and we kind of felt I kind of felt that Striker would know where other people were. And that's what kind of is good, because we were talking about, you know, knowing who takes command.
You're yelling.
Am I yelling? No, I'm not. I'm whispering.
You're definitely not yelling. I can barely hear you here.
How can he hear me?
I think something's fucked up.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me so many times as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're yelling, I change it and it goes to like medium, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you that when I was on the roof and you guys were across the road behind your vehicle, I could hear you.
Yeah, I think I was as well.
Sometimes it is actually a mistake, but I mean.
We both yelling.
User
I
joined
think
your
it might just
channel.
be a little confusing the way it looks, you know.
Arrested Tap?
Not me.
Tap? I did.
Jump his bag into the lock system.
Right, so are we done?
It's just to the side.
Make sure they do the bag locks.
Okay.
I'm putting snows up now.
Yeah.
If we're all done, then let's get out.
I'm gonna go ahead to that.
Striker, if you're free, do you want to do that sniper training?
The only
let me take
what I
this
was
back.
saying was middle person. The reason the middle person's good to take command is because the middle person knows who's in PD and who's already on scene. They're kind of in the middle. They're on their way to scene. They know who's behind them. They know who's in front.
360 is going to be right to that.
Someone that's already on scene isn't the best person to take command because they don't really know who's behind them. But you know, the communication. It was great when we were there, but you know, the moment the situation starts, that's when it should start. Apart from that, fucking brilliant.
I agree.
So was it just a training exercise or what?
In regards to it being a training exercise, one thing I'll clear up first of all, and I will talk to them, is if anybody ever says it's a training exercise, ignore them. Don't even react to it. You continue on with how you're doing, and you process it as full arrest. If it is a training exercise, then one person in command or supervisors will deal with it as once they're put in a cell. Because At the end of the day, if you're being trained, you want to go full to the end. There's no point training just for the start and saying, "Oh yeah, go on, go away." You know.
I'll have a hot dog.
If anyone ever remotes about it being
right you will,
trained,
baby.
just don't bring it up in radio. Just move on. I know this was a one-off. You know, this kind of happened. It was a bit weird.
Bag's too heavy.
But if someone ever
They
mentions
yelled
it's
it out,
training,
right?
just kind of
368,
just kind of move on from it. Ignore it. Just process the arrest as it is, and come and talk to us quietly on the side. Don't bring it up in the radio. Just talk to us. And if Killaway or myself or Comsplat knows about it, we'll deal with it. If not, then no, because anyone, I know it's not right, but anyone could claim it's a training exercise if you think about it.
Well, unless it comes from whoever's in command on scene, it's an active situation until it's dictated otherwise. So
perfect. That's exactly right. And, you know, unless a supervisor or a commander says otherwise, you deal with it as a normal arrest.
Yep.
And yeah, that's everything. Let's go.
You want EMT?
We've got some stuff to deal with. Killaway, you're driving. I can't.
Pick your shit up.
Killaway's decided to go quiet to pretend he can't hear me.
Fucking guy.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, I know you are because I pointed out that you were trying to ignore me.
Let's go then.
Beyonce.
No, not this piece of shit.
Have you gotten your paycheck?
Yeah, this piece of shit.
50K, dude.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally just threw a piece of shit at me. You bastard.
literally EMT just gave me shit.
Literally, I don't care who gives me shit, man. You don't throw shit at me.
What the fuck? I still can't pick that up?
Oi, Killaway, wait you twat, I'm gearing down.
Just a question, who actually arrested and put up and dealt with wiretap?
Put forward that rubber cover, by the way.
I couldn't do anything with it because the bag wasn't here. Yeah, but how can I post some if I can't search his bag, which wasn't here? Meh.
Good job, guys. See you on patrol. I know that.
You're not transmitting?
Can somebody please go and tell the two people in the jail cell that their communication devices have been taken off them and to stop advertising fucking bullshit events to the CLPD?
Did you get that?
Yep.
And if anyone can hear me, Mr. Johnny Cash has just done a little business with the CLPD for repo business. So if you need any repoing done, try and get in contact with him. The base charge for everyone, and I will try and sort something out this so we know a bit more in written information, but it's $10,000 for a base repo for a vehicle, and then it's an extra $1,000 per kilometre. Obviously it might sound like it's a bit high, but you know, let's try and get civilians and stuff working for us.
333 to 101, can I get that payment please?
Fucking hell, you're a demanding little bitch. I haven't got my 2 helis yet.
You know, you have to be a little bit persistent when it comes to Killaway, alright? Otherwise, you know, like he said, yeah, hold on, give me a minute. About 5 times.
Why do you think I'm in his vehicle? He hasn't really felt my hand yet.
I'm going to the bank now.
He's going to the what?
Bank.
Active, he said?
He's going to the bank, but, you know, he's having a wank right now. And I'm the passenger.
That was a scary pass, by the way.
It actually was. My ass twitched a bit.
That's because Killaway can't drive.
I mean, we both were fine. It just I didn't expect you, and you didn't expect me. So.
Do you know what we could do that might be quite fun?
What?
You keep going.
I'm going here.
Yeah, Johnny Cash got his weapon and his money stolen, but he was incapacitated, so he has zero idea except for the guy was driving a truck, which leaves us with little to nothing.
Do you know what colour? What kind of truck?
Nope, he just heard a truck.
Great, it could have been his own truck.
No, I doubt it was that. He said it was like a pickup truck, not like a, not that type of truck. Maybe though, I don't know. Anyway, if you see a guy with a truck and a green M14, I mean, it could potentially be him.
Hold on, I've just seen a truck fucking flip over.
Even if he does, there's no evidence of stolen, so I mean, unless he just admits to it.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know, I was pressing the gas and he started flipping around.
It wasn't just me that saw you do a wheelie.
No.
268's gotta go 10-10 for 2, I gotta deal with some storage issues.
It's the second time today it does that.
Right. I tell you what, be safe. Hold on.
I'm trying.
Anyone at PD? Any unit at PD?
Did I transmit?
Yeah, back in a sec. I'm going bank.
I take it no units at PD. Anyone close to PD?
Don't tell me every single officer's 10-10.
Is everyone becoming Nile?
I can still hear you, I'm just trying to figure out my storage for my recording, but yeah, what's up?
No worries, I'm gonna ask for a repo drop, but he appears to have pulled his truck off the wall. Oh.
Fucking, no wonder, I put my storage in my SSD, not my hard drive.
Here we are. Let's have a look what we got here. I'll go from the bottom up.
Okay.
Oh, apparently I've got a repair part for that. Yeah, that was really weird. I was talking to my fellow officer, and all of a sudden your car was dancing around in the air.
Man, I don't know what to say. I was trying, to get out and start driving, and then he started popping on the air. I said, "What the?"
Well, to be fair, my fellow officer Killaway here, he drives, and all of a sudden he flips over. The difference is he actually hit something.
Alright, 368 is 10-8.
Maybe it was something on the ground. But actually I was in the repo crashing a car with another 2 officers, and when I was trying to leave...
That was me, yeah.
When I was trying to leave, I was flying on the air again. I don't know if you see it.
No, I don't remember it.
Yeah, fly on
It's
the
really
air.
weird.
Yeah, I saw you going to the iron ore, to that direction, and I was trying to make a U-turn, and I fly over the air. I said, "What the heck?"
You tried maybe putting your box back on the ground and maybe putting it back on the truck again.
No, it was on the truck. It was on the truck, and I know that I don't have to press shift because maybe it would make an explosion. So I don't know what happened. Maybe something was in the ground and hit it.
Maybe if you take your box off the back of the truck and then put it back on again, take it off and on again. Maybe that might help. I don't know.
Get out of the fucking garage, EMT.
No, I'm afraid to do it.
Never.
Now, if you're going to abuse EMTs, at least do it right. EMTs, you suck.
Wish I knew who was the guy who robbed me 1 minute ago.
Oh fuck, watch out!
Have you not seen the vehicle? Oh, that might have been what was making you bounce.
Yeah, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, maybe putting it back on again might help. Fuck off.
Might help. That's what I'm worried about. The might help.
Yeah, I don't, you know, legally I don't want to take responsibility. I'm going to move over here.
Yeah, it's okay, but keep distance.
I'm not really scared of, but okay.
This is the safest spot I could be in.
Why are you guys so afraid? Like, what's wrong?
What do you mean?
Fly in the air.
You weren't here when his vehicle did a pirouette.
No, I guess not. Like,
Yeah, when I left from the gas station, he popped up in the air and make, turns.
His truck became a ballerina.
yeah, did you have the back unlocked?
I don't think so.
Because you have it unlocked, you'll do that. Never unlock it when it's on the back.
No, it's locked.
Yeah, no, I know it is now. I know it's now, but yeah. But I don't know. I've always said large containers do not go well in the back of trucks, and I reported it twice, I think, and they've always get denied saying they can't be repeated. So whatever. But
yeah, maybe because if you check the back wheel, you see it's on the air. I don't know if
it's always like that. That's just always the way it is.
It's always like that.
Yeah, that's just the way normal. That's just how they work anyway. But normally it's the other way around. Normally it's the front one that's. I mean, in real life at least, the front
move
one's
out the
down.
road, move out the road, move out the road, kill away, move out the road.
It's alright, they're going that way.
Yeah, I just mean in general, you were both just stood in the road.
I was right here.
You were in the road, you were definitely in the road. Look, you're in the road now.
Officer, I don't know if it helps about the robbery that I told you about before. When I was at the airport, leaving from Report, trying to make a left turn, I stopped on the traffic light, and it was a black Subaru WRX, and it was standing there with something like waiting for me for something. And then after it was green, he left. When my light was green, he left.
How long ago was that? Was that
I
recently, or was that before, like ages ago?
That was after repoing, so it was
after we left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I came to the gas station and I died.
But you said it sounded like a truck.
Yeah, and after that I heard a truck leaving when he robbed me as I was dead. I heard footsteps and then I heard a truck leaving. So I don't know.
When you were unconscious. Well, we'll look into it anyway. We'll try and do what we can.
Yeah, exactly. But I already told him like there's very little return rate on this one, but we'll do our best.
The best thing we can do is if you have any more info,
exactly.
just come and ring the bell at PD. Let us know.
Yeah, okay.
And
I will let you know.
I've passed your info on to the rest of the officers about you for repo. So hopefully you hear some calls.
Okay. So I'm going to the house to take out the repo truck and have it next to me. So if anything happens, you make a call.
Yes.
Okay. Living.
See you soon.
I hope I didn't make pirouettes again.
No, no worries at all. We'll be ready.
Okay, keep the distance.
Shut it, you, Zach. Run me over. Killaway, can we go back to PD so I can talk to him?
Yeah.
Have you done the money? You done the money?
Yeah.
Your GoPro's live, isn't it?
It is, but I'm going to be
Ooh.
turning it off.